everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you back today for a new reading. I hope that all of you are doing amazing today and having a wonderful day. So today we have a message for you guys that is meant to find you before the end of 2025. So this is going to be your guidance, your advice for the remaining time that we have in this year. So if this is finding you, I'm sure that it's for a reason, and we're going to get started with the message in just a second. But first, I do want to give a quick shout out to my favorite astrology app, Astopia, who is sponsoring today's video. As the end of 2025 is approaching soon, I'm sure that all of you want to make the most of the time that we have left this year. And if you feel like you could use some guidance in this area, I recommend you to try Celestia. This is a chat feature you can find on the Astopia app. You just need to type your question in the chat box and Celestia will give you your personal guidance based on what's currently happening astrologically for you during this period. Astopia always uses your personal natal chart, so the guidance will be specifically tailored to you and your current energy. Whether you feel like you need career, love, relationship, or maybe even spiritual guidance, Celestia can really help you with anything, and I will share my reading here on the screen just as an example. But honestly, this really resonated with me and what's currently happening in my life. I've been also reflecting a lot lately on the past year and how to better align myself and prepare for 2026 in order to achieve my goals. So the advice I received also felt really fitting for my situation. The Astopia app is free for you guys to download. So if you're interested into knowing more about what to expect in the last period of 2025, the link will be in the description box and in the pinned comment. And again, thank you so much to Astopia for kindly sponsoring today's video. Now let's get into today's reading and let's see what is the message that is meant to find you guys before the end of 2025. What is the guidance you need to receive before the end of the year? So Spirit, can we please get the guidance for this collective that has been brought here today? What guidance do you have for them before the end of 2025? Okay. I'm hearing for you guys, pursue what is going to make you feel happy. Don't restrict yourself in any kind of way. Don't limit yourself in any kind of way. I feel in order to make the best of the time that we have left in 2025, Spirit is saying just do what will make you feel happy and let go of any limiting beliefs that you have about yourself, about your life, and about your future. Because I'm hearing that you're closer to fulfillment than you think. You're actually much closer to accomplishment, to success, to maybe finding happiness in aspects, to finding freedom in your life. You're much closer to this energy than you think. And I feel like a lot of you maybe this year have been held back a lot by fear. You do have the Devil here and the Nine of Swords. So something that I'm channeling is I feel a lot of you could have felt like you're being held back by fear this year, maybe anxiety. I sense a lot of like hesitation from this collective, and I feel like 2025, maybe you hesitated a lot. Maybe you didn't allow yourself to pursue something freely, to kind of go into something full force. I do feel like your approach to something has been feeling very gentle, or maybe even none for some of you. Maybe a lot of you didn't, you could felt like there hasn't been any of that as well. But you have the Knight of Swords here, which is kind of like, I see this as encouragement to really move without any hesitation, to do something without second guessing yourself and without limiting yourself in any kind of way. Move freely. I'm hearing move freely because fulfillment is much closer than you think. It's interesting that we also have the Knight of Cups here, which can resemble again like this crossing of the bridge kind of energy, crossing the river. And although we do have like, I'm filming right now as I'm recording this, we kind of have like 2 months left of the year. It's enough time to do a lot. A lot can happen in 2 months. It's such a long time. I mean, it's 60 days. Imagine how much time that is. And you can get a lot done in this time that we have left. I feel like you can do and accomplish a lot. Just let go of the fear, the anxiety, and the limiting beliefs that you maybe have been experiencing when it comes to your dreams. So 7 of Cups, I feel like when it comes to your dreams, when it comes to your goals, act. That's what Spirit is saying. Act. Do not hesitate. Do not second guess yourself. do what you want to do. And this is like also encouragement to pursue what will make you happy, to pursue what you've always wanted to pursue, because I feel like there has been like this purpose or desire for you guys that you have been hesitating a lot about, or it's like this fear of being seen for some of your fear of judgment, or what are other people are gonna say about this, or like, I don't know, like, am I even capable for something like this? I see a lot of restriction. I feel like a lot of you just haven't allowed yourself to really express yourself this year, or to really go after a certain dream, a certain aspect of your life that you have been wanting to manifest. And you have been held back a lot by just fear. And the thing is, like, with the Nine of Swords that I saw there, it's not even fear of something that's actually happening. It's just like your imagination, right? It's like your prejudgment about you that is not true. It's just, I feel like something or somebody has made you believe that maybe that's true, but it's not actually the truth. So we also have the King of Cups, self-compassion, love, and really do go all into something that you feel it's meant for you. I was going to say pile, but for this collective, I really feel you're also called to choose love over everything. Again, the Knight of Cups. Wow, the Lovers. So King of Cups and Lovers. I'm seeing this is your purpose. I'm seeing you guys, your purpose is calling you. And I hope this reading is kind of like a wake-up call is what I'm feeling here. I'm also seeing the Six of Pentacles here. And I'm hearing this message, like, when you guys like go after something that you really love, nobody's gonna mess with you, nobody's gonna stay in your way, nobody's gonna get in your way. And I actually sense the energy of the universe being on your side right now. Despite you might feel like certain things, maybe the odds feel like they're against you, that's something that I'm hearing, but I want you to know that Spirit and the universe is on your side. And I'm seeing a lot of resources coming in to support your purpose and to support your dream. Whether you maybe feel like you need financial support to do this, it is coming in. I want you to know that. And I actually feel like you can manifest a lot of things that you haven't manifested this year. You can manifest them by the end of 2025 into your existence. But there's this sort of calling for you to really go into something. You have the influence coming in, which is saying that you can be very influential in the end of this year. Some of you want to maybe be influencers or step into the spotlight. This is such a possibility for you as well. Maybe this has been your dream. Maybe your dream has been to be seen. Maybe your dream has been to sort of have influence in the world. And Spirit is wanting to remind you of the infinite potential that you hold. Yes, maybe some of you have been facing a challenge when it comes to like pursuing your purpose, but I feel like challenges really stem from us seeing something as challenging, from us placing this limit on ourselves, this limiting belief. And I feel like a lot of you haven't been embodying your infinite potential, how your infinite source and how limitless you are. So this is an energy that you guys can embody by the end of 2025 and just really go all into something. I really feel you're being encouraged to just like full force express yourself in the way that you have been wanting to express yourself, without thinking, is this the right thing? Is this the wrong thing? Is this person gonna like me? Is this person going to accept me? Is this going to be, valid, is what I'm hearing. A lot of you could be gaining a lot of social media presence by the end of 2025. And this is something that I'm sensing, or there's a lot of potential about this. If maybe you have been wanting to manifest this year, but you have been feeling a lot of resistance, or you have been facing a challenge when it comes to like manifesting influence, when it comes to manifesting maybe even wealth, right? Money, you have the 8 here. This energy is shifting for you by the end of 2025. You also have the art. So a lot of you are being encouraged to maybe create art, to focus your attention, your energy, put it into art. Because I do feel like there might be some artists here that have been held back by certain limiting beliefs. Maybe a lot of you have been very critical of your art. Maybe you haven't been allowing yourself to express yourself through your art the way that you want to. What is the guidance do you have for this collective spirit for the end of 2025? Oh my God, we have new beginnings here. So this is, you know, interesting energy, because what spirit is saying, it's like, you know, sometimes I feel like in life we kind of get like carried away by the calendar. We really do, no? Like we kind of wait for next week or next Monday, maybe next year. And this is an interesting message coming through, but I feel like spirit is saying it's like, you don't need to wait until 2026 to begin something new. That's the thing, is like, you don't need to wait for these 2 months to pass in order for you to start something new, in order for you to start this new project, or to start maybe going to the gym, or to start eating healthy, right? Those are like some of the popular things. Like, I feel like everyone is waiting till the beginning of next year to maybe start working out, to start learning this skill, to start, you know, doing this. But you can get ahead. You can get ahead. If you start right now, you can get ahead. And get ahead is what spirit is saying. Get ahead of everyone. Do not wait for the calendar to change in order to start something new in your life. Your spirit is saying, start this new thing today. Maybe this project, this creative project that you want to start, this YouTube channel, this social media account, whatever you feel like you have been putting off. Because it sounds like there has been this thing that you have been putting off this year, and you haven't been pursuing it, I feel, because of fear of judgment. It's like something has been lurking in your energy, and this is not even you. It's just like, maybe you haven't been hanging out around the right people, guys. Like, I don't know, like sometimes I feel with this devil, it can resemble like the energy of like toxic relationships, or being around energies that don't support us. They restrict us. And we don't see it while it's happening. We only realize it once we're out of it, how maybe a person or a relationship in our life or a situation was toxic. We don't realize it until we get out, until you experience freedom and you experience the contrast. So spirit is saying, don't wait for the calendar to change in order to start something new. In fact, begin it now and get ahead for next year. Change catalysts, embrace endings as opportunities for new beginnings. Your future is bright. So maybe there has been an ending in the situation, but I feel like this is a toxic one. And I feel like a lot of you are starting to actually realize how a certain ending in your life is bringing a new beginning, actually. Inner strength. You possess inner strength. Use it to overcome challenges on your journey. So, you know, you did have the challenge card, and I want you guys to know that you're stronger beyond what has anyone told you. I want you to know that you possess so much inner strength, so much influence, so much infinite potential that you can overcome anything. And I feel like you actually have overcome something on your journey, because you have the new beginning now. It's kind of saying like, now there is this new beginning presented. And something that's coming to my mind is like, you can go into this alone as well. If some of you maybe feel like you're going into something alone, like you can totally do this. What else is your guidance for the rest of 2025? What is the message meant to find you? I feel like in general, what you should take away from this reading is to don't wait for next year to start something, to start pursuing your dreams. That's specifically what's coming through. Even in emptiness, I am surrounded by something ancient and kind. And we have, my body carries wisdom that my mind sometimes forgets. See, this is the thing though, right? Maybe I have been feeling this emptiness this year, guys. But I feel like this is because, again, you were so consumed by something that you felt separate from your spirit. You felt separate from your soul. You have the devil energy, right? Which is that distraction. It's kind of like maybe you have been tuning more into the voice of the devil, quote unquote, than to the energy of something that is ancient, something that is kind. And the devil is the fear, right? So that's the thing, like the devil and the tarot represents like the fear, the restriction, the limiting belief, listening to maybe you're not good enough or this is not possible, or those kinds of things. And I don't know if people have told you this and you just embodied their beliefs, or this is something that came from you, but once you turn your ear to the kind words, you start to realize how unhealthy that prior energy was. So I'm happy to tell you that I feel like you're really returning back to a part of yourself that you forgot about. That's the thing, is like I feel like you forgot about your infinite potential. You forgot about your own influence and how you influence your life in all aspects. And if this is something that you forget, I do see you being reunited with this energy again. In order to create something beautiful before the end of 2025, I feel like you're being guided to start this thing, which you have the Seven of Cups here. This has been I feel maybe even like your obsession. Like a lot of you know with the devil energy, this can be even like obsession. Like this is a dream that you have been obsessed with. This is a dream that has been on your mind 24/7 this year. But for some reason, you didn't really take it seriously, or you didn't begin it or start it at all until now that you have the time. So again, like I feel like this is an important message. It's a very powerful message to don't wait for the calendar to change in order to start something. And let's see, what is your final guidance for today? Okay, we have the change. We also have abundance. So let's see, we have 555. Change happens outside of your comfort zone. The time for change is now. Yeah, so the time for change is now and not next year. The angels are whispering for you to trust your path and learn how to walk it. Take the next step, allowing change to lift you up and guide you forward. I release all that no longer serves me as I'm guided to move outside of my comfort zone and let change in. So it does feel like you're releasing a lot that hasn't been serving you, which you might have been engaging a lot into this year. And then we have the 888 with abundance. Blessings are here and more are on the way. Let yourself feel the abundant flow of prosperity that is all around you. As you stand in your highest self, you attract all that you once were seeking. Giving is always a doorway to success. The more good I do in the world, the more abundant my life grows. I radiate an energy of loving and kindness. I feel like something also about your money might increase by the end of this year. There might be a change when it comes to the way that you make your money or the amount that it's coming in a positive way. And because I feel like a lot of you are starting to, again, like embrace the infinite energy. So you're kind of starting to embrace and realize the infinite supply of the universe and how you can attract anything. I feel like this year, a lot of you might have felt like you're in this energy of restriction, or maybe had a hard time moving past certain insecurities about yourself. But I hope that this reading brings you the clarity and it kind of brings you the guidance that you don't really need to wait till next year for things to change. That's the thing, is like change can happen now. The change can begin today if you so decide to. So don't wait for next year, guys. I really feel this is a big message for you. I know this is quite a long reading, but I feel like maybe you just needed this today. So I hope that this resonated for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye.